So, there is a common misconception about a very particular type of woman, a class of woman that in recent years has become a revered, worshipped, idolized, and many times blindly glorified human woman that has been greatly, despite all this attention and veneration, egregiously misunderstood, stereotyped, and oversimplified to the point of decadent misinterpretation. I'm of course talking about goth women. And when I say goth women, I mean real, genuine, authenticated, 100% seal of approval, and not just simply a human woman wearing a generous array of black clothes and shiny protrusive accessories and or ghastly makeup that could more adequately have them labeled as a alternative variant of human. Now, goth women are a form of women that is no stranger to me, as I have made numerous videos about them in the past, and I think it's due time I adhere to their imposing and seemingly formidable identity and presence one more time, and ask the rather unconventional question to an unorthodox concept. Are goth women dommies? No. The answer is no. Goths are not, in fact, inherently dommy-stompy puppeteers of grand zealous power, aching to control and intimidate any and all normies and non-normies. The idea that goth women as a whole are more, how do I put this, rambunctious with their bodacious interludes and are rarely, if ever, thubby-wubbies is preposterous. Goth women can be dommies, but so can anybody, even you. But it's foolish to assume all of them are simply for the fact that they're goth. My research would greatly suggest that there are heaps, hordes even, of goth women that have no interest in typical dom behavior, commanding, demanding, handing out punishments and corrections, taming and curing bratism, or even arduously putting down another person for fleshy, sticky, icky satisfaction. Some put simply, just want to vibe and brood in peace. But why do people believe this notion? What is the root of this widespread mentality that plagues the purveyors of the internet? Well, after conducting diligent research, archiving testimonies, a great deal of this belief that goth women are some sort of dommy mistresses of the dark stems from notably two things: the wears and depiction of the implied specimen. You see, one of the most obvious and easily ascertainable thing about goth women is their clothes, their fashion. Typically, traditionally, a great deal of them are rooted in stereotypes associated with unvanilla acts, and as proven by me, hold a great deal of power and advantages in terms of inducing sporadic eruptions of serotonin and climactic oxytocin, fishnets, corsets, stockings, big thick boots, etc. long have been tied to lewd connotations. Literally before goth was even a thing, it was inevitable that they would be perceived this way, especially when you factor in depiction. For many, many years, goths have been depicted through a plethora of avenues as sultry, seductive, or bodacious. Sort of like what they did with Dracula and vampires over time. Specimens like Elvira or Morticia helped establish a basis, a gold standard, if you will, to the normies, and ultimately one could argue over time the steady decline of shame and dignity and the rise of seduction and promiscuity, as well as the sudden modern revival / observation of this trope of hot, dark, spooky, mysterious women. They would eventually grow popular enough to be corrupted, a phenomena I like to call the 34 rule. Put simply, it was only a matter of time before the gooners looted them, due to the rapid spread of degeneracy. Also, this dummy archetype is curiously associated with very voluptuous, voluminous women, even though goth women come in many physicalities, and this derivative notion is likely out of the concept that short, scrawny women can't dom, which is another false concept, but that's a topic for another video. Goth women are human, with unique emotions and interests, and there is way more to who they are than whether or not they do or do not dom. It's not a it's a subculture, as well as a lifestyle. And with that, if you guys enjoyed this video, theoretically if you have watched this far then you do enjoy my videos, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to become just as loony and deranged as I am, and I'll be back to answer another question no scientist can answer. Bye, my degenerate.